So with the new cards coming in and a lot of the old cards leaving with the rotation, I think it would be pretty cool to celebrate the old cards and give them a goodbye video. And basically, I'm going to be going over a lot of the old cool cards and making a deck about them and having a video on each of them because I think that they deserve one last final shout out. So the first one is Hack the System. And you might not have seen this card before because quite frankly, it is awful. You have to attack 5 times with your hero to get a new hero power. The new hero power is summoning a 4/3 golem, and after your hero attacks, refresh this. I've not experimented with this card a lot because again, it's not great, but I think that if you somehow get Zephyrus and somehow get Doomhammer off of Zephyrus, I think you can activate this hero power twice. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can refresh it twice. I have not tested it, but most of the time you will get out 2 4/3s a turn with some weapons. And yes, the current deck uses a lot of new cards because of the fact that Sword Eater gets you a weapon and develops the board, same with the Gnarg, not to mention the fact that if you have the Baton and the Ringmaster and some Meandry synergy by having 3 or 4 different tribes, you can create and generate a lot of tempo. So this deck is not entirely old, but the main win condition with the Hack the System is an old card. Also, it also runs Anchor and Risky Skipper, which are admittedly also very important and also leaving. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Not really going to give you the mulligans because I don't really know them. I basically just look for early card draw, I guess, like Corsair Cash, Stage Dive, and Imprison Gnarg for some early tempo. And if I have the coin, maybe Sword Eater as well, just so I could coin it out. But that's about it. That's about as far as I got with these mulligans. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. In class, I don't think it's very good if I don't have a weapon in hand. So I'd rather just get rid of it and look to draw a weapon. Corsair Cash is fine. Ringmaster's Baton is also pretty solid, I'd say. We can just go Hack the System into the Baton. Or alternatively, we go this. Into Corsair Cash, into Hack the System, along with Stage Dive and all that, and we'll see what happens. Golden. Okay, Ringmaster is good. We'll draw a card. It's Anchor. I like Anchor. We're going to play Stage Dive. Start hitting, and then probably coin out Ringmaster turn 4, just to draw a ton of cards. We're not going to play Anchor for a while, actually, because we want to play the Ringmaster Baton after we draw a ton of cards off of Ringmaster Watley, so that way we can get a ton of value. Hearthstone's rigged. I'm telling you, man, every single Highlander Druid, every single one, has Overgrowth, Breath of Dreams, and Wild Growth on curve. I've played against 3 in a row, or 3 out of my past 4, and all of them had it. Every single one, and it's absolutely mind-boggling to me how lucky people can be with that ramp. Like, it blows my mind. Like, genuinely blows my mind. We'll go with Bop, because we're about to attack. I mean, we're going to coin out this guy in a second, so I'm just going to play Armorsmith just to see if it baits out removal. Similar to what I did last turn, or last game, or, yeah. Where I basically played it to bait out and eviscerate to keep him from doing stuff in the future. It's going pretty well, Horror Cult. I added you, by the way, so I should be able to give you your giveaway winnings in like 2 or 3 days. Rascal is like the only counter to ramp, besides Counterspell is a soft counter. Yeah, but the Rascal burns your own mana too, so you still end up being like 4 mana crystals behind. It's just, they're slightly slowed down. But that doesn't change the fact that Ramp Paladin, you'd have to play 2 Rascals to match 1 Overgrowth, and it slows you down by 2 turns as well. Like, there needs to be a counter for Ramp, in my opinion. And the fact that there isn't is very scary. Very scary. Fighting a 4/4 taunt is super good after Sword Eater. I do. Basically, you play Sword Eater, then you play the 5 mana 4/4, and you get a ton of minions, and you just pop off. It's ridiculous. Coin draw, Risky Skipper, that, and the Tent Thrasher's not bad. Basically go Bonk, bonk. Trade this in. My stuff lives with 1. We'll play the baton next turn and just pop off. I'm near the same rank as Ecor. I want to try to queue against him. Well, if you do, tell me if you do. I'm assuming you're not Taco Cat, because your name is Bob in the stream. I'm out of water. I forgot about that. There used to be a card in Rusticon's Rumble that put everybody to 5 mana. Yeah, I like that card a lot. It was a 6-cost card. It was actually really good, and it was one of the few cards that could counter ramp, and it is now gone, so. Kinda sad. Kinda sad, champ. Druid's getting even more support with the new Elemental, which is even scarier. Yeah, exactly. Like, Ramp Druid's getting even stronger, and it's already one of my most hated archetypes because I don't feel like it takes much skill to play at all. You just hard mulligan for ramp, you get it, you win, you don't, you lose. I'm gonna play this, see if I get the bumper car. I do, that's kind of big. I'll kill this off, hope it pumps up this. Yes! Ramo Bamo. Ram into this, gain some armor. We still have Risky Skipper, Lord Barov if he plays anything like abnormally big. We get to pump up a Scrap Golem, 10th Thrasher, and Risky Skipper next turn. Got Bladestorm for removal if needed. Feel like we're in a pretty good spot actually. Oh yes, saw it in the distribution, Demon Hunter, or the last Raffle video. Wait, you saw what? Not to mention Rascal is a Warlock card, so even if you did counter ramp without slowing yourself down, you can only do it in Warlock. True. Interesting. That allows me to draw more cards, but I guess he doesn't really care about that. Also, I'd just like to say, the fact that this glows red right now, oh. I was gonna say, if it glows red permanently, that's kind of weird. Yeah, like, having something that does something extra if your opponent has more mana, that would be cool. I would wholeheartedly love to see that. We're gonna play this first, and just see if it's, like, ambush. It's not ambush. So you get to play a 7/7 for 5 with Rush. Rush into that and go face. Probably Plagiarize, which gives me 1/1 Rush and... Is this a 7/7 or would it be a 5/5? Add copies of the cards to your hand. I think it should be a 5/5. But I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna want to play Anchor soon. Nat Pagel, no. Not Natty Waddy.
Here for a good time.
Battle Cry, ramp up to your opponent's mana. That would be cool. I could see that being good. Yeah, I would love to see something like that. Just something that can slow it down, because in its current state, it's ridiculous. Oh, no. I was going to hover and see what I wanted to do, but I accidentally let go really quick. Yikes. Okay, you're a 3/5. That's not bad. Let's make a 4/3 bumper car ram into this. Or we can just go Rider. No, we'll bumper car. And then I was going to play bumper car, set up Anchor, double rush. He gets Nat Pagel, that's fine. Wow, we just beat this rogue player. That's pretty solid, actually. For Corsair Cash, or something that gives me a weapon early on. Okay, neither of those cards meet that requirement. Imprison Gnarg is actually fine. We can just start off with that. We don't need to play the quest immediately until we attack anyway, so we can keep them guessing, like, oh, what deck is this gonna be? Oh, you know? That's fine. He's gonna play a Dark Glare next turn. That's fine. I'm just gonna drop that and probably play this turn 3. My only problem with quests, and I think a thing that would have made quests not bad for the most part, like most of the quests turned out to be pretty bad, is the fact that they took up a slot when you drew them. I think they should have been an extra card that you drew at the start of the game. Personally, that's what I would have done. Unfortunately, that's not how it went. And I cannot kill the 2/3. That's not good. And sure, that might have broken the quests, to be fair, but like, they were basically, a lot of them were just unplayable. Like, mages never saw any play, priests saw some niche play, druid was good, I'll admit that, druid was good. Hunter barely saw any play, rogues never saw any play, warlock saw a little bit of play, warrior never saw any play. Like, it was just 2 or 3 quests that were ridiculously strong that saw play, and other than that, it was pretty lackluster. So I feel like what should have happened is it should have been, they should have like had it be a card you draw in addition to other stuff. You don't need to draw a weapon right now. Let's just draw a card. Risky Skipper is kind of useless. I actually think I want to take out Risky Skipper and Armor Smith. I feel like those aren't win conditions of mine. I did them because I thought that they were kind of broken. But looking at the deck now, I feel like I just need better tempo. Like a couple of extra early game 1-drop cards. Like the 1/2 Pirate instead. So I could just apply more pressure early game. I feel like overall that would be good. But then again, Risky Skipper is still not bad. I don't know. Weird. Let's get to 69 lights. True. Let's do that. Oh my god. He actually gets to discard a Hand of Gul'dan too. That's his cheapest card. That's ridiculous. There's actually no way. If we top deck a bumper car or an armor smith, I can deal with the board. If we don't, then we are in a bit of a pickle. For sure.
Goes a long way.
We have to just draw a 2-drop minion or we're dead. Sword Eater, not good enough.
Behold my strength.
I don't know. I feel like the quests were just kind of not ideal. Lord Agazv, thank you so much for the not follow, for the nice. Okay, so we're gonna have to take out Risky and Armor Smith. We don't even have Bloodstone Mercenary. There's really no need to run these cards. I don't know. I mean, if I draw it or bumper car, I still win the game next turn. So I mean, it's fine. It's just not great. Goodbye to all of the cards that are leaving. Goodbye to all of the yeah. Basically all of the gimmicky decks that are leaving, like Quest, Highlander, Murloc Shaman, Galakron decks. All the stuff that's gonna go away in 2 weeks. We're saying goodbye to all of them.
You were just a burden.
Okay. So he lost that. That's decent for me. Draw me a 2-drop minion. Draw me a 1 or 2-drop minion, please, or I die this turn. Or that's actually good too. Barov was definitely adequate. Let's just wipe the board. Barov actually ends up staying alive. Hit him in the face and pass. Absolutely wild. And this is the reason why I think Risky Skipper is good in the deck, because it actually serves as a removal with Barov. That was a good top deck. I mean, I would have been fine with that or armor or bumper car. He loses a Mosher, that's fine. I basically just go boom boom next turn. And slap his face for another bit. And then we get to play this and play a weapon and maybe hero power. So that'll be cool. Okay, Bruno, I said goodbye stream for the clickbait so people would click on the video, and then boom, they stay for the content and the goodbye is just for something different. Okay? In parentheses, I did say the rotation is in 2 weeks. Okay? So just relax. I mean, obviously, like it was a marketing thing. Also, Jonas, what's your favorite video game overall? Love your vibe. Well, thanks for the $5. I'd just like to say. And second of all, in terms of games that I liked, I want to say League of Legends is near or at the top. This is pretty good. I think I hit with this Just pump up the dragon.
Behold my strength.
No, you can hit this into that. Pump up the dragon. Create that thing. I think instead of Armorsmith, we could run more draw in the deck and it would be great. Then that kills off 2 things. Ram this here, throw this here, go face. But I'd probably say League of Legends is at least my most played. I'd say that it's probably one of my most loved games, if not my most. Especially playing with friends. It worked, scammer. Look, okay, I put in the title, rotation is in 2 weeks. I tried my best. I tried to get the best of both worlds, okay? It worked. I like this hand. Gnarg into Bumper Car and to hack the system on turn 3 when I actually get the weapon is pretty good, I'd say. Pretty solid. This is not bad. I felt like my voice was getting better, and I think it is for the most part better. The only problem is the fact that, what's it called? My only big problem right now is the fact that if I talk a lot, like it might just be 80% right now, and then I talk a lot, and then it'll dip, which is not ideal. I'm gonna play Armorsmith. Just for tempo. Like, I don't need Bumper Car to hit into the 1-2 right now, because I'm probably going to kill it with the weapon anyway. I can just play Bumper Car for immediate rush next turn, and this way I also get to attack with the 1-4. And if he wastes, like, an Eviscerate on it, then I'm fine with that as well. Do you prefer macro or microeconomics? Probably macro. I think that the grand scheme of things is really, really interesting to me. Just like at a country or even worldwide level. Micro's not the worst, but to be honest, I don't really enjoy economics as much as I thought I was going to. Like, I understand, I liked the first, like, 2 years, where it was general knowledge, like, some pretty cool just concepts and stuff, but then the upper division stuff was just, like, slightly more complicated versions of stuff we already learned, just with, like, more advanced equations, which I personally didn't like that much. But that was just me personally. He's gonna eviscerate the Armorsmith. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine with that. It was actually more of a bait than anything. Gives me 1 armor, a weapon to kill that. We get this. We can even just armor up potentially. It's not bad. Another Armorsmith anyway. It's not bad. There's no reason to play this. I'm just gonna play another Armorsmith just to get more stuff on the board. I will admit that my lack of card draw is a little bit concerning. I think I take out Shield Block and put in another Stage Dive, but we'll figure that out as we go. Your voice is pretty much better so you can tilt more. That's the thing, I don't want to tilt a ton, because if I do and get loud, I might strain my voice again. Because it's like that thing where as soon as you're like no longer injured, for a bit of time, you're still like more prone to injury than you were in the past. It's basically what what? Oh my god. He pumps it up so it... oh my gosh, that's actually tragic. If I hit with this and then play Anchor, I don't want to play this because it'll die.
Strike.
I'm gonna play Anchor, and then I'll hit with it next turn. I want to play this next turn, not the turn that I'm on, because if I do, then it'll kill this one that has 1 durability. Thoughts on new Zakas? I think he's cool, man. I actually really do. Hype. Hype as heck. The Doctor? Well, maybe we'll play him later. Give me Risky. Boom. That's not Risky, Skipper. Okay. Well, we'll use you. Rush into one of these things. Probably the 5/5 is, or the 4/4 is what's gonna die, right? Really? You baited me? We'll just play both of these, go bonk, bonk, go face, gain some armor that way. We'll be able to gain some no, we don't want to do that. We want to use the gain durability later. I don't know, my hand right now is kind of weird. But we're basically just going to try to have weapons constantly so we can start creating minions. Hearthstone Replay says pure paladins, the worst matchup is ramp and even though it's not played too much anymore, feels terrible when you realize there really isn't much you can do against 4 full boards of clowns. I mean, yeah, sometimes you just have bad matchups though. Like, you just got to accept the fact that bad matchups exist and power forward. Power through. Yoiker, do you think you could do a game or two with Mavericks, ETC, and Rage deck? Been trying to learn it. No, I don't really think I'm gonna play that. ETC is a deck that I could probably play in the next expansion, so there's no real reason, in my opinion, to try to force it out, if that makes sense. Or try to play that deck and force myself to play that deck when I could be playing all these other fun decks that look super interesting to me personally. Like, I will miss a lot of these cards. Like, even playing them now, I'm like, God, I miss them already. Nitro Boost? Are you serious? You just can go face and kill that? That's crazy, actually. Holy moly. So we're taking a good chunk of damage here. Shield block's fine. I don't want to play sword and board. Let's just do this. I'll take 6 more damage. I think 6 damage is fine. I think 6 damage is fine. Keeps him out on the board. Actually, no, who am I kidding? 6 damage is ridiculous. Why would I ever take that much damage? Got another Sword Eater. I was hoping for Risky Skipper, but that's okay, I guess. What are your thoughts on Hero Power Mage? I think it looks pretty sick, actually. I think it does actually look pretty cool. The weapon dies, but that's fine. We basically get to Hero Power, smack, Hero Power again. Oh, we drew Risky Skipper anyway. Okay, that's cool. Hero Power, no. Hero Power. I guess technically we should have done this first, but I don't think it matters. And then we go Hero Power to kill this, just to control the board a little bit, finish the quest, and then Hero Power. And then we're just going to basically Hero Power every turn and gain a ton of 4/3s, which is sick value, by the way. Love your hat. Well, thanks, man. It says Hawaii on the back. I just like wearing it reversed because it keeps my hair controlled, but doesn't also like get in my face. It's nice. So if I go risky, then dragon, then that goes off. Then I go bonk here, and then Hero Power, hit Hero Power. That doesn't trigger risky, right? Because I'm not playing it, I'm just summoning them. Cool. And now we just get to basically pop off. Now we have more than 30 HP. That rogue has 15. We've got tons of weapons and decent card draw in hand. I'm actually pretty confident that we're going to win this game from this point. Will you be revealing any cards this expansion? No. But the goal is, next expansion, hopefully Blizzard's like, you're big enough. You're big enough. That's the goal anyway. We got another Risky Skipper. That's pretty cool. The damage doesn't really matter. Oh man. Let's draw 2 cards, I guess. 2 batons? Oh, that was actually a really bad draw. Oh, that was terrible. That was actually really bad. Risky Skipper number 2. Let's just kill off one and make another minion and keep this the way that it is, I guess, for now. That was not good. These were terrible draws. It's kind of sad that this one card basically just shut me down. Oh my gosh, I was hoping for, like, most other things.
To make a wager, friend.
Here it comes. And now the rogue just gets sick value. I'll probably win the game. Wait, did I just draw all of my weapons before I drew Corsair, a single Corsair Cache? Knowing my luck, I'm going to draw Corsair Cache off the top next turn and lose value. Also, Wormhole Challenger I feel like is a kind of bad card in this deck, which I'm going to take out. But we'll figure that out later. So we take out 2 Wormhole Challengers, put in a Stage Dive, and maybe one other thing. Could be good. That works for me. But then again, Wormhole Challenger is a 3-drop, which could be kind of useful. But it has no tribe, so it's kind of problematic. Your friends in college play Hearthstone 2? No, not really. Sadly. Really? Oh my god. And that's fine, we have another risky skipper. We can at least do some decent damage, I guess. Just draw me another weapon. Or another minion. Just one minion, please. Just a minion. Cool. Okay. So I get to go boom, boom, boom. Wiping most of the board. Hitting into that. We can also just stage dive, I guess, at the end.
I'll show you who's boss.
We need to hit in with this first. And then go sword. Wormhole Challenger. Smack this. We lose mostly nothing. I'm fine hitting with this weapon because I still have these 2 in my hand. Like, our hand's pretty good, right? We still have a decent amount of value. We'll get a decent bumper car or 10th Thrasher. If we draw Corsair Cache, it's useless at this point, but that's fine. Run a Battle Rage? I mean, maybe. But, like, if you look at it, I've already drawn a ton of cards, right? Like, I've already drawn a ton. Like, Battle Rage I don't think would actually help this deck out too much, because I've already gone down to 10 cards left in my deck. Like, I've outdrawn a rogue, which is actually absurd. Could I share the link for the deck? Oh yeah, I was going to. But then the Hearthstone deck tracker crashed. It'll be the pinned comment. We're almost out of water. That's not ideal. Like, I have a ton of draw. The draw is plenty. My only issue right now is the fact that Corsair Cache is gonna be a bad draw now. Brain Freeze is fine. I don't know why I didn't Brain Freeze the 2/3 unless he's going to Prize Plunder it. Oh no. Prize Plunder's fine. We have to kill off the World Kickmaster. Gets a lot of cards off of that. It's okay. You're pretty good. You draw me a bumper car. Hero power, hit, hero power. And then we'll just like play a baton. And I guess we could bumper car. I don't want to because I want the baton to pump more things, but I also just think we need the tempo right now. So let's just kill off this so we can't like discover more spells to kill me. Maybe one Wormhole Challenger? No, I like Wormhole Challenger. That's the problem. Broom instead of bumper due to Lord Bear. But bumper's a mech, which is extremely important. I mean, I could run a broom. I don't think a broom is bad. But I mean, I don't think the broom is necessarily bad. You kind of have a point. Eviscerate, it's fine. Shadow Step, kill off the other 4/3. It's whatever. Daddy Wing is good too, it's a dragon. I was thinking about playing Daddy Wing. Wait, he's close to dying. I can almost kill him next turn. Oh, then the Prize Plunder kills that. That's fair. So if I hit, this becomes a 6, and I can rush into that, which is decent. And then I can also play this, so we go hit.
Behold my strength.
take a decent amount of damage, that's fine. Play this. Then it becomes a thing, so I can play this, and I have one more left over to kill off that. So let me go bonk, bonk, 1. And then he has to kill this. We have the 6-1 kind of protected. We didn't hero power at all, but that's fine. Also, another reason we don't need Battle Rage is because I drew all of this without even drawing my Ringmaster. Like, the draw isn't an issue. The Wormhole is just a really good 3-drop that stops aggro decks because this deck is pretty vulnerable to like getting out-tempoed early. Like Zoo or whatever can absolutely demolish me if they go wide. I mean, obviously I beat one, but that's just because of an insane top deck thereof. But yeah, Wormhole Challenger is the card I'm looking at to take out, but I'm not sure yet.